Hello, welcome to a mini edition of Go Vote Omaha presented by the League of Women Voters of Greater Omaha. I'm Mary Lee Moulton, your host and a member of the League. The League of Women Voters is a nonpartisan organization that neither supports candidates nor parties. Each program we talk about an important public policy issue, and we hope that when it comes time, you will be ready and willing to go vote. Today, our guests are Brian Cruz, Douglas County Election Commissioner, and Chris Carithers, Chief Deputy Commissioner, to talk about a topic that has garnered a lot of interest, which is vote by mail. So Brian, can you tell us how the Election Commission is responding to worries about the May primary in the face of the COVID-19 virus?
Sure. So the number one thing is we're asking people not to come to our office and to request a ballot be mailed to them. You have until May 1st at 6 p.m. to do that. And the important thing is we are sending voters in Douglas County a yellow postcard that they will be able to sign and return to the election office to request a ballot be mailed to them. Okay. And those are going out of our office the 26th of March. So those should be in voters' mailboxes between the 27th of March and April 1st.
Okay. Now, Chris, can you explain how vote by mail works to the audience?
It's very simple. A voter simply has to request a ballot, and the cards we're sending out, all they have to do is sign them and then return them to us. And they can return them by mail, by fax, by dropping them in one of our 9 drop boxes around the county, or they can take a picture of it and email it back to us. And that address is on the card to email it back to us.
Okay, so the voters on the permanent voting list who received a yellow card likely have already signed it and sent it back to you. So, excuse me?
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. It was actually a green card, but the color of the card doesn't matter. Okay. It's just if they get a card, please sign that and send that back if you'd like to vote by mail.
These were people on the permanent voting list. So now the rest of the registered voters in Douglas County are going to be getting this postcard, giving them the opportunity to request to vote by mail for the May election also.
That's right. And at the top of that postcard in red will be a box, and it will say, check this box if you want my name added to that permanent early voting request list. And so if they like to vote by mail or they want to vote by mail in future elections, just check that box.
Okay, and then they will get a ballot for November, and then the city elections next year. They'll continue to get this card that they have to sign in order to send it in and get a vote by mail ballot.
They'll need to sign that card. We will send the card for every election. They won't automatically get a ballot for the fall election. They will have to sign the card we send them prior to each election. But it will be every election, whether they have the opportunity to either request the ballot or not for that election. But it does not take them off the list if they say, no, I don't want it this time. But they will be able to request that prior to each election. We just send them a reminder that all they have to do is sign and return to us.
Okay, so we want to encourage all the voters in Douglas County, when they get this postcard, sign it, check that box so they have the option to continue to get this request vote by mail ballot. And then we will hopefully be in a much better place as far as, keeping our distance if this COVID-19 continues past the May election.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. So the number one thing is, please do not come to our office. Sign this postcard, request an early vote by mail ballot. If you have questions, please call before you come so we can attempt to help you over the phone. It's out of respect for our employees, for social distancing, and for our voters as well. We want everybody to remain healthy so we can make this election happen in May.
Okay.
One of the other things that I would like to bring up is the most important thing on returning your ballot is make sure you sign the envelope. If it's not signed, we can't accept the ballot. But if that's all you have to do is put your envelope or put your ballot in the return envelope, sign it and get it back to us, and but sign it. It's very important for us to verify who the person is.
Okay, and when do they need to have the ballot returned to you?
So the ballots have to be returned to us by 8 p.m. on election day, which is May 12th.
Okay.
So there's two very important dates here. May 1st at 6 p.m. is the last day to request a ballot be mailed to you. And then May 12th at 8 p.m., the ballots either have to be in our office or in a drop box. They have to be in our possession. Postmarks do not count.
Okay, so if you are going to mail in the ballot, when do you suggest that they should get it in the mail by?
I would say by Wednesday before the election, Thursday at the very latest. Nothing against the post office, it just takes time to travel through the system. To be safe, I would say Thursday at the very latest, Wednesday to be safe before the election.
And the election, of course, is on Tuesday, May 12th.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay, well, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We appreciate your commitment to making sure Douglas County voters have a chance to vote in this primary election in May without endangering their health. Thanks for joining us today, Brian and Chris, for the League of Women Voters. This is Mary Lee Moulton. And remember to go vote Omaha. Thanks a lot and stay safe.
Thank you.